It's Trials with guns. That's the elevator pitch for My Friend Pedro. You know those motorcycle games where you fight the physics to complete short, crazy tracks as fast as possible? That must be the developer's inspiration. They threw some guns in with the banana to see what would happen. It's a strange mix, but it works. Why the banana? I'm not going to do spoilers, but there are many WTF moments in My Friend Pedro. To summarize, the banana is your friend that's directing you through the game and helping you go on your simple-minded rampage. He's a great friend. Also, if you couldn't tell, this game has some humor. Anyway, My Friend Pedro has 40 brief levels, and you have to get through them with speed and grace. It's like a ballet with bullets. You want to get through fast, but stylish for points. You're graded at the end of each level on time, killing all the enemies, deaths, and score gained during the level. It's so much fun because you can go into slow motion. It reminds me of the first time I played Max Payne. You feel like such a badass pulling off these fantastic slow motion kills. Doing a wall jump to a different level in slow motion as you gun down 2 different enemies is the exact feeling I'm looking for. My Friend Pedro is not stingy with the slow motion either. Where most games want to limit it as a mechanic, My Friend Pedro lets the player run rampant. It's the most significant factor in why the game is so much damn fun. The freedom is great. The many weapons of My Friend Pedro help too. You get a handgun, Uzi, shotgun, and a few others. If you're dual carrying, like 2 pistols, then you can aim in 2 different places. This is key to getting through a room and taking minimal damage. You need to split your aim between 2 enemies. It only gets more important the further you get. It's also a fun mechanic that you can set up before you even enter a room. The game allows you to lock onto one target first. It's fun to fall with the slow motion into a room and take out the enemies on opposite sides of the room. Another mechanic you'll need is dodging. The main character does a little twirl, and magically, all the bullets pass right by. Don't ask too many questions. Yet, if you shoot during the spin, the bullets go wherever the guns are facing. This kind of makes sense, so you must be mindful that you don't dodge at the wrong time. Also, you'll waste ammo with all those shots missing. This is a critical skill to learn to finish the game. It's strange, but you must consider where your guns are pointed. The developer could have easily ignored it, but it adds depth. There's a rhythm to the dodging and shooting. Now, just because My Friend Pedro scores you at the end of the level doesn't mean it's pushing the scores on you too hard. Even with the score multiplier during the level, it felt like everything I did was positive. Killed 3 enemies in a row, and it shows a little smile on the screen. It doesn't give you an F for doing poorly. Instead, they deliver a C for come on, which is more positive than other games. Also, completing the level is enough for My Friend Pedro to let you continue playing. There are reasonable checkpoints and no death counter. It's all delightful. I really appreciate that I don't feel any pressure to get a perfect run. So if you want a game where you can ignore the scoring and still have fun, then My Friend Pedro has you covered. As I mentioned before, the story is entirely nonsensical until the final payoff. The game goes into some strange directions to explore mechanics I don't understand. Some of the levels are not realistic. Not that the story matters, it's all bonkers. Can you think of any other game with a banana? Does Ape Out have a banana or Ape Escape? That might not be the same considering those bananas didn't talk. This might be the first game where a character is a banana. I know if I'm forgetting one, you'll let me know in the comments. Anyway, where My Friend Pedro struggles is when they send you to the levels where a gun isn't required. I'm a fan of the movement mechanics, but not enough where I want an entire level without them. It doesn't deliver the same punch without all the fantastic slow motion shooting. The controls are tight and not the problem. The levels with more platforming are slow and drag on for far too long. It sure feels like that anyway. The unusual shooting levels are more powerful and fun, but out of the 40 levels, only a handful are platforming. A side note, there are 3 difficulties: normal, hard, and bananas. Of course. There are also modifiers you can find in a level that you can activate when you replay the game. The modifiers only unlock after you finish the final boss. It provides some slight replay value if you want to collect them all and then play in weird ways. I don't know. Overall, My Friend Pedro is thrilling. In the heat of the slow motion moment, when you're gunning down 4 enemies split into different sides of the room, it's incredible. I've watched and read a few games of the year's list, and My Friend Pedro isn't typically on them. I do not understand why. I'm sure it should easily make a few of the list, but there have been so many good games this year. My Friend Pedro surpasses any expectations I had. It surprised and delighted me so many times with the fantastic moves I did. It makes me feel powerful and creative. I had so much fun playing it. I recommend it for action junkies that think flying through a window and shooting a whole bunch of enemies is fun. Hey everybody, thanks for watching. I am open to recommendations, please, for your games of 2019. Maybe it's something I didn't play and I should have, and I will get right on that if you leave a comment below. Thanks very much.